Hi, I'm Mike Lippert with Liese Lumber Company. Today we're diving into a siding solution that's becoming a top choice for homeowners looking for beauty, durability, and zero hassle. Diamond Kote Siding. I'm joined with Liese's own Pary Flynn and Wausau Supplies Jason Kell, two guys that know a lot about Diamond Kote Siding. First off, let's start at the top. Jason, what makes Diamond Kote Siding different from traditional vinyl or wood siding?
Good question, Mike. Diamond Kote's built on a engineered wood product. It's going to be sustainable for over 50 years. It's going to come with a green technology, so it's going to be sustainable for years to come as well, along with it being a siding system. So you're going to be able to do one project with one customer in mind, Wausau Supply and Diamond Kote and Liese Lumber.
You mentioned engineered wood product. What kind of trees is that made from?
So that product is actually a weed species type of a tree. When you cut one down, 3 or 4 more are going to grow in its place, and that's a basswood and an aspen tree. The Smart Guard process is basically them taking that tree and put it in a chipper to get business card type chips that they're going to treat throughout that whole board to make it an actual engineered wood product.
Very interesting. Very interesting. That tree you mentioned would that be considered a green product then?
Oh, 100%, 100%. All the chemicals that go into that, like a zinc borate to keep the bugs away and the termites, that's actually found in eye drops, active ingredient in Visine. And you're also going to have hydrophobic wax. So basically, it's like a Rain-X for wood, if you will. And again, the MDI resins, which is going to be the binder in that product once it's cooked at 440 degrees. And they press that board down, that's going to be your binder to make sure that board never delaminates during the lifetime of that product.
Very nice, very nice. It's so it's got a wood grain texture on it. Is that cladding in that paint job? What's your warranty on that paint job?
So on our paint, when you talk about Diamond Kote paint, we do give you a true 30-year no fade warranty on that. We do use metal oxides from Mother Earth. So when we derive our coatings, they are actually solid in that color, and there's nothing to revert back to like you would see in a traditional paint that you'd get out of a big box store. Basically, when a lava rock comes out of the ground and it's solid red color, it doesn't have anything to revert back to, similar to like a terracotta roof. It gets pounded with sun all day. The clay comes out of Mother Earth. It goes in a kiln, gets dried. It's always red. So with that paint, we're also going to spray that on a 3 mil thickness all the way throughout that board on all sides. And the reason why we do that, it's not a flood coating process where you're going to have thick paints in the valleys and thin paint on the top of the crest of those grains. So you have the most consistent paint and coating out there in the industry.
Very nice, very nice. Did that answer your question?
Is there another product out there that has the warranty of Diamond Kote?
No, not when it comes to a 30-year no fade to give you colors like black, our darker color like coffee and graphite. There is no other warranty out there that's going to surpass the Diamond Kote coating warranty.
And we'll bring up the warranty one more time, which I think is the best in the business. How long can a homeowner expect Diamond Kote siding to last? And what kind of warranty does it come with? We'll do that one more time because I think it's the best in the business.
Well, the engineered wood comes with a 550 warranty. What's that mean? The first 5 years of its labor 100%, and then a 50-year on the substrate. We're going to take standard SKUs from LP Smart Side and turn it into Diamond Kote building products. And anything that we actually re-engineer, we are going to hold the same warranty at the 550. And then we're going to actually do the coating, make it a blind nailed system for the contractor out there, and a nice sharp look for the homeowner, and hold that 30-year no fade warranty on our actual paint and other processes.
We all like less upkeep. How does Diamond Kote save time and money over the years?
Well, I mean, again, the good thing about it is it's virtually going to be maintenance free, bringing you, wood grain colors such as these without the maintenance and the hassle. You may have to clean the house ever so often, just like anything else. If you don't wash your house or your car for 7 years, it's probably not going to look that good, right? Like, you got to maybe maintain something. If we don't maintain Pary here,
Right.
we're probably not sitting here this close to them, right? So we want to make sure that we put maybe a soft brush to it if you haven't washed it in some years. But most of the time, a thumb through on your hose, give it a rinse off every now and again to get the harvest dust and whatnot off of it. Then you can protect that investment a little bit better that way and hold that 550 and that 30-year no fade warranty.
I tell you, I've got the Diamond Kote all over my whole house, the whole entire
So
thing.
do I.
4-inch trim around the windows, the one-piece corner system inside corners. I've got the Diamond Kote on my overhang. I've got it on my ceiling in my covered patio. What I do every year, roughly after the pollens fall, that green haze you get across your house, I go outside and I give my house a nice soft wash. Not a power wash, but a soft wash. Includes some vinegar mixture or maybe a siding solution. You just give it a nice wash and a little scrubbing, and your house will look new every single year.
That's right. That's right. It's you might have to touch it every now and again. It's not invincible by any means, but it's definitely the best warranty in the business.
Well, you're on that right now. So curb appeal is a huge, big deal. What styles and colors options does Diamond Kote offer? Lap siding, shakes, board, and batten trims. Can you guys talk and hit on that for a minute?
Yeah. So Diamond Kote offers like 22, 23 something primary colors. They have a lot of different primary colors. These are all the same price too. And then they have a line called the Duo Plan. They're trying to copy what like a stained wood look.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you've got a lot of options to play with on your colors. You can do accent colors like a primary color for your siding, your lap siding. Do a color that complements your trim and your outside corners to your overhang, and then try to tie that in with your roof. A lot of people nowadays are going with accent textures. So you have a primary lap siding or maybe a board and batten. Up in your gable ends, you'll split that with what we call a freeze board, trim board. And then you can introduce a new textured siding up in that gable end, which also you can introduce another color. So you can play around with 3 different colors on your house. After that, it starts to get a little busy. So if you want to introduce any more colors to your house, I always recommend homeowners to do that with your porch or your door or something like that. But you've got a lot of different colors, a lot of different textures to play with on your house.
Jason, you want to talk about sizes?
So the one thing I'd like to mention and kind of piggyback off what Pary was saying is the resources that we can give the homeowners to let you tap into to kind of get your project underway and visualize what that end result's going to be. So if you go to diamondkotesiding.com, you can get on our visualizer and you can load up your plan, or there's some visualizer preloaded homes on there where you can point and click and put board and batten in the gable and different things on there. But he's right. By design, you want 3 different textures, 3 different colors. We have those palettes loaded up in that visualizer. So if you're a person that can't close your eyes and actually see the house of your dreams, then you can hop on there and do that. Typically, if you load that up, that is a $25 charge. That way we know you're not just kicking the tires and you're actually putting in the effort. So once you place that order with Liese Lumber, then we're going to give you that $25 back. But that's another good resource for you guys, the homeowner out there, to actually see that finish line of what that project could look like.
How about widths and sizes?
So the width and sizes, when we're talking profiles, we can do 6 to 8, 12 on the lap, 12, 9, and 7-inch on our shake products. 6 4-inch trims, but we do have all the trims from 12-inch down to 2. Very versatile product is in that regard with the profiles. And there's definitely a profile for every application on the home. And the one thing I also like to mention is on our paints, if you don't like any of these, then we will do a custom color paint. You can do whatever color you want, and we'll still give you that 30-year no fade on it as well.
I want to mention the versatility. That's one of the greatest things about the Diamond Kote product. You can use these products, the trim boards and all the different sizes, the soffits. You can wrap 6x6 columns that might be holding up a patio area. You can wrap the inside of the threshold of a garage door. If you're not happy with aluminum threshold that gets bent out on site, you can do that with the Diamond Kote product, and you can create a much more durable threshold entrance, gosh, if you're into shutters, you can buy the flat lap 8-inch. You can cut it and make board and batten shutters just by stacking roughly 3 rows next to each other and give it some cross members. So the versatility of this stuff's great. You can wrap beams. Gosh, I can go on and on. You can wrap posts. Yeah.
Soffit.
Under porches,
Yes.
porch ceilings. We got a new product we're digitally printing wood grain on. It's a nickel gap. It's called the Woodmark Collection. 16-foot length, so you can do a projection, put can lights in, your ceiling fan applications, all that stuff. Not have any seams. It's a sharp look. And then we also have a smooth product as well. So if you don't want the wood grain, smooth is also available. And just don't discount that, and remember that option just launched actually probably about a month ago. So we do have that available.
I'd also like to mention this lap siding comes in 16-foot lengths, which minimizes seams in your in your siding system.
What lengths are the board and batten?
So with board and batten, you can get a variety of different things between a sheet goods, 4x8, 4x9, 4x10. But there's also some other applications where he was talking about a freeze board breaking up 2 areas of the house where you can go from first floor to the gable end with our 16-foot material, which is either 12 inches or 16 inches wide. So you can go through 1 plate, but you can't go through 2. But at least you could do that, eliminate that freeze board and have that board and batten go on that bump out or whatnot. And it's just versatile because also with that product, when you do get into the gable end applications, your off-fall, which is the pieces that they're not hanging at that particular time, can be used elsewhere, and then that means waste is minimal, because we all know that somebody has to pay for that waste, and that's going to be you, the homeowner. So less waste keeps money in your pocket.
This next question is a 2-part for both of you. I'll start with Jason. What should homeowners know about the installation process?
Well, I guess the number one thing is a lot of people might not be comfortable doing it because they haven't done it before, or they find a guy that the homeowner really trusts the contractor, but he's never done it. So the one thing that we do at Diamond Kote also is make sure that installation process is maintaining the warranty for the homeowner. We'll go out to that job site, get them started, make sure that they're doing the do's and the don'ts the right way. To again protect the homeowner, protect the contractor, and also support the lumber yard here, Liese Lumber, so everybody has a good taste in their mouth. But with installation, there's certain things that you have to do, and a guy swinging a hammer for 30 years sometimes has a hard time raising his hand, and you really need to go out there to make sure that those do's and don'ts are being met. For example, at our butt joints, we're going to use an H mold, which from our curb appeal, from its curb appeal standpoint, you can't even see it, and it's going to be the most consistent joint out there on any wall. And the thing about that is it's going to be a less callback for the contractor, and it's just going to be a one and done situation. So that's just a small example of what I'm talking about there in that application.
And then Pary, how can Liese Lumber help with the installation process?
Well, as a former installer and certified installer of the Diamond Kote, I go out in the field and I help the contractors don't fully understand the installation process. I know stuff like the back of my hand, so I help guide them through that process, make sure they're doing everything correct to the manufacturer specifications. That way the homeowner gets the product they deserve at the end.
I'm going to keep it down to a short answer. Jason, in quickly, why should someone choose Diamond Kote Siding? What is the best part in your mind of Diamond Kote Siding?
Well, the one thing about it, I guess a short answer for a long-winded guy is going to be the homeowner's not going to have to jeopardize the craftsmanship. The contractor doesn't necessarily have to have the best carpenter, because with our system and our flashings, you're going to get a nice clean look that's going to last for that 50 years that you're paying for, and that 30-year no fade. So that's the key to success right there.
Pary, as a Liese employee and a one who installed how many square, what did you love most about it?
The product speaks for itself. Like literally, I can remember hanging this product out on homes and literally having people stop by to tell me how nice the house looks. That's what Diamond Kote offers. You know, the color palettes are awesome. It is a complete system, flashings and everything. You don't have to make anything from scratch to go along with the system. It's all there. It's all offered. That to me it's for your, it's, if you plan on living in your home forever, this is the siding for your home. You won't have to worry about nothing after you install it.
And then another thing, the one more thing that the homeowner also is, we're going to have a commitment to inventory. So you're going to get it quickly. The support's going to be there from top to bottom.
Yes.
But the craftsmanship, you don't have to jeopardize that. You're going to get the warranties, and you're going to get it all from one shop, Wausau Supply and Liese Lumber Company.
Well, I thank you too. If you want to learn more or like to call us, we're at 319 East Main, LieseLumber.com, 618-234-0105. Jason Kell, Wausau Supply,
Thank you.
Liese Lumber's own Pary Flynn. Thank you.